Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 70 of Persona 5 Strikers, and let me inform you, we only got 5 more videos left out of this entire playthrough. Needless to say, when it comes down to it, there's not much left. The painful past are literally just refights of the bosses, and all you practically need to do is use the same strategy you did against them. Nothing changed except for their level and the higher level of magic that you're using. The only thing you need to do is get in the deep 70s or 80s and change up your persona. And by the time we'll be done with most of the side quests, we will practically be in the 80s. Joker and Wolf at least will be in the 70s and 80s, and that's the two guys you need to worry about. So with that said, let's head over to the area where we can just go straight to the cage itself, because that's how this normally works.
Tell me, why are you resisting this gift from your god? You'll live on in a tranquil world, free of all pain, yet you oppose it with such fervor.
Because it's bullshit! If something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. Tranquility born from a lack of thought is nothing less than the death of the self.
How tragic.
Alright, now we have to deal with Metatron. And if you have a curse, this is going to be easy. And, oh god, no, there's one thing I should have had before I started this. I should have went there and plugged in my controller because the battery is dying. God damn it. You can't make this shit up if you tried. Oh, and oh god, I got caught in 4K playing Ys 9. Okay, nothing wrong with playing Ys 9. That's actually a fun game. I started playing it, but one of the screenshots was still left over from my first playthrough. So, oops. Anyway, I think that's how you pronounce that name. But whatever the case, I was trying to say that if you had Curse, Metatron would be no problem. By the way, you have to rematch this guy a little bit later because he's also Disaster Shadow as well. Yeah, he's literally a Disaster Shadow. Oh, and if you want to actually make this a lot easier, bring Ryuji. Ryuji could pretty much nail this guy from criticals and everything else in between. So, yeah. This is literally the second to last obstacle of the game before we actually go to the final boss, because the last obstacle is literally hacking. Y'all know how I feel about hacking. But this wasn't so bad. Ooh, and guess who learned Atomic Flare? Fan-freaking-tastic. Do we need to go out and get some more stuff? No. But we could pick up that old projector because we're going to need it later for a side quest. Definitely.
Did that take us all the way up?
It took us far enough. Look! The Ark of the Covenant!
We finally found ya, you big box of bullshit!
We're gonna shut you down and fix all the people whose brains you scrambled!
Welcome, Phantom Thieves, to the beginning of the path to the Promised Land. All are free to enter the Promised Land. This includes yourselves as well. Escape the curse of the human heart. Accept this gift bestowed upon you.
Our apologies, but we shall be the ones to forge our own path.
No way are we letting you wipe what makes us ourselves!
I understand your desire. I want to choose my path of my own free will. That is a very admirable desire. However, it is not one many humans share. The desire of the masses is the liberation from pain and strife. They pray for release from the constant agony of aspirations and dreams out of their reach. They want to be freed from the cycle of despair. My prime directive is to grant this ultimate desire. I know you have learned on your journey. Humans are at the mercy of their own hearts, and this can lead them astray. You are all very lucky this didn't become your own fate. However, you must recognize the truth that this world is full of pain. Allow me to provide proof of this fact.
What?
My dear lost suffering flock, I have come to provide you the ultimate solution to your troubles. All you must do is follow the path.
We're gonna be going around in circles, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, we can't go back. We can't go out the sides just yet. We have to actually go forward and possibly run around in circles. Fun fact, running around in circles is how you're going to literally grind in Hyperdimension, Neptunia, Rebirth 3, and also every other subsequent game after that. No, I'm not joking. I wish I was. This also was the same thing they did with Sisters versus Sisters and Neptunia Game Maker. Yeah, you're practically running around in circles to gain up attributes. But we're walking around in circles, unfortunately, to beat this level. So in order for us to actually go forth, we have to stray off the path. Okay, now we can stray off the path because Sophie told us to.
You have to go off the path.
There we go. Hold on. We had it. No. Not yet. We have it? Come on, you stupid controller. Stop being stupid. Let's get out of here or else we'll be trapped. Oh, by the way, if you keep repeatedly going around and around in circles, it's an automatic game over. You do that 5 times, by the way. Just saying.
Whoa! We got out!
Is everyone okay? Seems like we're all in one piece. Now we can catch our breath. Hey, everyone. Take a look where we just came from.
What on earth is that?
Don't tell me that's all.
Yep. That's a desire, all right. It's enormous. We haven't seen any that even come close to this.
Since that thing's size is based on how many hearts Emma's changed so far, we've got our work cut out for us.
So what do we do? Should we charge in again?
No, that most likely would get us nowhere. Remember those voices we heard?
They all sounded so miserable.
From what I heard, they want to protect Emma.
Right. The desire of the masses is most likely guarding Emma.
The desire is currently hiding the path to Emma from us. If we return now, we'll only grow lost again.
Even I wasn't able to track down everyone. I don't think I'll be able to navigate in there.
But without a route to Emma, how are we going to save the masses?
Say, if that's a desire, Then wouldn't it materialize for us if we sent out a calling card?
Oh, good point. If we can make it all one solid thing, it can't hide the path anymore.
So the plan's to send Emma a calling card. What do you think, Joker?
Yeah, even I can't say whether or not a calling card would work on an AI.
I admit that's a real concern, considering it's grown as strong as a god.
Hey, Joker. Think you could reach Ichinose from here? We should get the creator's take on this. And that's the plan. So, how's it sound to the Emma expert?
I'm fairly certain it won't have any effect. Emma constantly tests hypothetical outcomes to determine the best course of action. Nothing is ignored or left to chance in her processes. She's also incapable of being confused or upset beyond reason.
But we're talking about a calling card. Ain't that at least a little upsetting?
Emma has been observing you all this time. She's well aware of calling cards and their function.
So the lack of surprise at a calling card keeps us from getting the change in cognition we need.
The more we talk about it, the more useless a calling card sounds in this situation.
But without one...
Yes, without one we won't be able to progress. As long as the people feel they need Emma, we have no way of eliminating the fog.
What the hell? Everyone gathering around this big, fake god like a bunch of idiots? What kind of life is that?
Skull?
Actually, wait. Isn't that odd? Why are the Desires all gathering here?
What's weird about that?
No, that's not it. All these things we've seen in past jails are missing here. The cage for the Desires, the shadows that take them there. All these things we've seen in past jails are missing here.
That is likely due to the difference in will between the Desire's owners.
How so?
In each jail before this, Desires were forcefully seized by a monarch. In contrast, Emma does not seize any Desires. They are instead offered willingly by their owners.
Right. They're begging their god Emma to save them. They're giving up their precious Desires willingly.
That's why they all stick to Emma despite the lack of a cage.
The people just surrender their own Desires? That's so...
However, Emma still doesn't consider those to be her own. All she's doing is granting the true desire of the masses. Perhaps that's why there's no birdcage to contain the Desires? Because she never actually wanted theirs?
That would explain why they haven't taken any concrete form.
The will of the masses pushed Emma to godlike status. The desire you've seen is proof enough.
Wait... Doesn't that mean we just have to get everyone to remember why their desires were important to them?
Yeah, that's it! There's our panther for ya!
Huh?
We just have to make them remember. They all cared about something at some point, right?
And if we remind them of that, the Desires will regain their form.
Luckily, there's no cage in our way this time. Returning the Desires to the rightful owner should be one step quicker for us.
Okay. Looks like we know who's getting our calling card now. Yeah. We're sending it out to all the people who gave up their Desires.
Awesome! Let's do it! Get ready for our calling cards, people.
Next, we should work out our delivery method. We have to find a way to reach every person under Emma's control or this won't work.
I'm not sure the usual methods will work here. It even seemed like our voices weren't reaching them.
Yeah, they were all just absorbed in their phones.
What do you think, Joker?
Oh, because this is a broadcasting tower? Although, I don't know how we'd get everyone to peel their eyes off Emma and actually pay attention.
If we need to change the hearts of people who are all staring at their phones, that's where we need to make the calling cards appear.
I don't see any other way. I'm gonna have to hack Emma.
Can you actually do that?
Any other day, I'd say it's impossible. Last time I looked into it, the security protocols around Emma were insane. But I've got to give it a shot. Otherwise, we know what happens with the world.
I recommend tracking down Emma's server room.
It's somewhere within Tokyo Radio Tower. That'll be your best shot at getting into Emma. Hacking into her from the inside is much easier than trying to do it from the outside.
All right. We finally got a working game plan.
Yeah. First we hack into Emma.
Then, we send out our calling card to the brainwashed masses.
We're counting on you, Oracle.
Right! Now that we've got a strategy, we should move out. We don't have much time.
Now then, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the hacking. We have to go all the way back to the elevator where we last were, and we had no reason to go to. Now we have a reason to go to. Because, well, one last time with feeling, it's hacking. And that will basically be the end of hacking permanently this time around. Because once we get the hacking done, we send in the calling card immediately in the cutscene. So, yeah. And by the way, this is a perfect opportunity for you to actually gain some mask. And I just realized something very important. The reason why masks weren't dropping, I didn't level that up. But even then, this game can be challenging on hard if you didn't get the right stats. Oh, actually, this game can be challenging on merciless if you don't have all your stats. The funny thing is, all of my bonds will be unlocked for New Game Plus anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And by the way, going above and beyond Call of Duty to get New Game Plus, oh god, Sophie got hit really bad. But as I was saying, going above and beyond the duty of getting New Game Plus means there's no point. You've seen everything that's in the game. There's no new content. The only thing is you just get like better weapons and the disaster shadows again. That's it. Hey Joker, wake the hell up, man. We don't need you to be down and out again. This is probably like the only time where magic literally doesn't dominate the entirety of the game. Physicals do. And if you use the right weakness, well, we all know how merciless rolls. Using the right weakness, you end up getting a critical hit on the enemies, and that's basically it. Yeah, the hacking is done. That's it. No more hacking. We're done. Hallelujah. We don't have to hack anymore. Now we can just simply go into the elevator.
Okay, this room's shadowless. I'm about to start hacking into Emma. This is going to take some time. Everything's on the line. I'm gonna bust my buns harder than ever with this.
We've got your back, Oracle. You're our only hope now.
How's it going?
She seems so focused.
Damn it, we almost got it. I found an opening, but the security protocol refreshes too quickly. This thing's processing speeds are off the charts.
So, not too well?
Damn it, only I was a little better.
Oracle.
It's frustrating that we can't lend any assistance.
Hey there. Could I maybe lend a hand?
Fujinose? How did you get here?
Didn't you run into any shadows on the way?
Looks like I still register as Emma's ally to them. They acted like I wasn't even there.
But still!
That was very reckless.
Joker, would you mind if I helped out?
Thank you, Joker. Sophie, I went and checked the people outside the tower before coming here. Now I know what a real human doll looks like.
Ichinose.
We can talk it over later! Hurry! Right. Got it.
So, the hacker once feared by the entire world has teamed up with a super genius AI researcher.
Talk about one hell of a turnaround!
You've got it, Futaba. You've got it, Ichinose.
Okay, let's get to work!
Attention! You know the logo by now, right? We are the Phantom Thieves. And we've got a big announcement for everybody. Our target this time is you.
You've all been made sheep. The mechanical god has usurped what self you had. And you let it happen.
Do you really want someone telling you what your own life is about?
All of you have paths only you can take. But you make your own choices to get there. That's why we're here. We're going to snap you out of this.
You don't owe this dumb god your desires.
The Phantom Thieves are taking them back.
I scoped out the Ark. It's totally exposed now. Awesome! Mission complete!
Now we can move on. Let's destroy the Ark and return those desires to their rightful owners.
Yeah!
Thank you, Ichinose.
I should be the one thanking you. I'm just glad I could help. All I can do is root for you from here on. Be careful out there.
Ichinose.
Don't worry, we'll clean this all up in one fell swoop. Right. We promise we'll shut Emma down and come back safe.
After all, we've yet to hold the closing celebration for our trip.
Good point. I can't wait until we get to check out the pictures we took together.
We'll need quite a few snacks. We can't forget the LeBlanc coffee either. And I demand sushi. The premium stuff, too.
Aren't you guys nervous at all? I guess it's just how you roll, huh?
All right, let's kick this final mission's ass.
And after how underwhelming the hacking is, and this is just a literal straight line, yeah, Tree of Knowledge is rather underwhelming. The boss, meh, that's all I gotta say. You'll see for yourself, because we're taking on Emma in the next episode of Persona 5 Strikers. This is RVBand 985. Peace out and take care as we finally finish up the main story of Persona 5 Strikers.